Let's talk about a root worker that I found in one of Harry Hyatt's interviews. Now, in 1938, Miss Myrtle Collins, also known as Madam Collins, who resided at 651 Stevens Street in Memphis, Tennessee, was a well-known root worker who practiced spiritual and herbal healing. She shared with Harry Hyatt, a researcher documenting African American folk magic, that she'd studied spiritual work through a mail order course. Now, she even supposedly earned a diploma from the Rosicrucians, or the AMORC, a mystical group based in San Jose. Now, the Rosicrucians were known to some as the White Brotherhood, offering training in spiritual practices, the occult, especially to those who sought hidden knowledge for the betterment of humanity. But Madam Collins didn't just stop with her diploma. She was very serious about her work, and she paid other root doctors for their teachings and brought formulas from them as well. In fact, she mentioned paying $25 to Dr. Cicero Reed, a respected root worker in San Jose, for a special 3-ingredient bath said to restore vitality to men. Now, the practice of mail order courses in mysticism, occultism, and similar arts dates back to 19th century, something I've talked about before. And organizations like the Rosicrucians were among the main groups in these fields. Now, before World War II, various groups like the Rosicrucians, or the Rosicrucian Fellowship, the Hermetic Brotherhood of Luxor, and the Church of Light provided diplomas and certificates by mail, each group with its own unique set of teachings. For someone like Madam Collins, though, the mail order correspondence offered rare access to occult knowledge, especially given that African American communities and some of the larger towns were quite small at the time. So, Madam Collins' diploma likely came from the ancient mystical order of the Rosicruci, AMORC. Now, the group had long been headquartered in San Jose, which is where she's saying she's got this from, and was deeply influenced by Helena Blavatsky's concept of white brotherhood, a secretive network for workings of humanity's spiritual and social welfare. Blavatsky was an influential figure in Theosophy, a spiritual movement, and this concept of a white brotherhood, not white in skin color, had spread throughout the mystical community. Now, interestingly enough, at the time of Madam Collins' interview, AMORC's leader, H. Lewis Spence, was at his peak. Spence had published extensively on subjects like clairvoyance, hypnotism, and various forms of magics from Celtic to Egyptian, and his books and correspondence courses were advertised all over the country, bringing the teachings of the group into countless homes. Now, it's likely that Madam Collins had studied Spence's correspondence through the program, which caused her to gain her diploma, so to speak, and a professional standing. But that did not take away from the fact that she was a black woman who also living in Memphis, who also had plenty of knowledge regarding certain root work and herbal practices. It could be that she just wanted to expand into other areas and kind of mix some of that knowledge that from other teachings into her practice, which from a lot of the videos that I had detailed before, we can see that that was very common, especially among a lot of the Memphis practitioners. And you can check out this playlist to read up on some of them. But there were a lot who sought practices. There was one who went to India and some other places, but there were a lot of them who combined a lot of other teachings and practices to build their own special kind of form of spiritualism and root work practices in the area.